Welcome to this episode of the Nonsensical Knowledge Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Flipper's Barbershop. If you're looking to get your hair cut, a shoe shine,
a straight razor shave, you can go and get treated to the max, fellas and ladies.
97 Congress Street, Troy, New York. Please call or stop by their Facebook page to make an appointment at Flipper's Barbershop. Kenny, what's good, bro?
Chilling, man. How are you?
Not bad, man. Fucking down to get busy. What's new?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, let's do it.
How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Just,
Stoned?
Yeah,
Look at
stoned,
you.
working.
You're fucking stoned. We're about to smoke another
Yeah,
one.
bud. Working hard.
That's cool, babe.
Yeah. How about yourself? What have you been up to?
Fucking nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Any new news?
I mean, not on my front, but
Hearing
there's been
anything?
a lot of shit going on, dude.
Yeah?
Like, well, yeah, we'll get into it. There's it's been a the Wild West out in the real world, in terms of just fucking everything, man. COVID and fucking all the bullshit that's going on there, all the fuckery, and there's Bob fucking Saget.
Yikes.
Just passed
R.I.P.
away.
Mr. Saget.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, Bob Saget, if you don't know who Bob Saget is, he was the
Danny Tanner, Full House.
Danny Tanner, a Full House.
Longtime stand-up comedian.
Longtime stand-up comedian, and he was also, what was it, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yes, yep. America's Funniest Home Videos.
Did that shit. He fucking sucked dick for crack.
Yeah, that
was it coke or crack? It was
I think
half-baked.
It was crack. Yeah, half-baked. That's
you
right.
ever sucked dick for crack?
He did the Dumb and Dumber, I think, the new one.
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't see that
yeah.
one, dude. How was it? Because I heard it was fucking buns.
It was funny in one sense. Like, the dude spread, like, chocolate in one scene all over, and that was, like, Bob Saget's, for me, the scene that made it the funniest movie, or the funniest scene in the movie, rather. And it was because of Saget, because the dude had, like, a melted chocolate bar in his back pocket.
Shut up.
In the bathroom. So he, like, fucking slips in it and gets it all over
Fake
the fucking...
shit.
Yeah.
Like they thought he should have.
They thought he should. So Saget, the dad of the girlfriend, which is, the one of the dumb and Dumber there, fucking Lloyd and Harry's girlfriend. He comes in and just fucking, there's shit everywhere. I mean, dude, it was fucking hysterical. It was a great.
Yeah, I never. Don't get it fucked up. Dumb and Dumber, the first one, was a fucking classic. Whatever they did with
definitely.
didn't they do a different one too? What was it, like a prequel?
Yeah, yep. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like I didn't see that one. Like I saw the first one and I loved it. I love it. He sold the kid a dead bird.
He's on the
so
back
fucked
of the
up,
fucking,
bro.
The bike or the Vespa or whatever it is, and he pisses.
Oh yeah,
Freezes
just let it go.
to him.
Just let it go. I had a June bug about an hour ago. I'm good. Nah, man. Yeah, I didn't see that shit, but
Check it out. It's pretty funny.
I'll have to look at it.
At
dude.
least for the Bob Saget, cameo. It's great. He's pretty fucking hilarious in it.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. I'm sure he had some dirt in his fucking prime, but at the same time, rest in peace. It is what it is, and But there's been a lot of shit going on, man. Like just in terms of fucking everything, man. There's just like a lot of political shit going on, a lot of fuckery there. We don't really get into the politics because they're all fucking crooks. Like every single fucking one of them are crooks. Oh yeah, they're all criminals, dude.
Yeah, they're a fucked up breed. So here's a question for you.
Okay.
You're a Harry Potter guy.
I am.
Right? Did you watch the 20th reunion?
Oh, fuck me, dude. No, I didn't.
Okay, so...
I didn't, and I actually got HBO Max to fuck with it, so...
You should check it out. It's real good. There's a lot of really cool shit about it. I'll say that, yeah. Something really cool,
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
I fucks with the Harry Potter, man. I was kind of hoping that they would do like a...
It was like full-length movie, like 2 hours.
Is it a series, or is it...
No, it's like 2 hour long...
Oh, I thought it was like by episode or some shit.
No, but it's really good, man.
I gotta check it out. I'm trying to get down... Actually, I'm trying to get down to fucking New York City, man, to... But all these fucking...
Where are we going?
Bro, these vax mandates are fucking killing us, but I don't know if they have one in place, but they got a giant fucking Harry Potter store down there.
Yeah.
Like huge.
Sweet.
I would
get your own custom wand and
bro,
all
I'm
that
fucking
shit.
getting everything, dude. I want the robe. I
Yup,
want a wand.
yup.
I need a fucking scarf.
Bro.
What house would you be?
I've toiled with this. I've had an internal struggle my whole life with this. I would think that I'll be Gryffindor, but
You look like a Hufflepuff to me.
You know, fuck you.
Kidding. Just kidding.
But I've given some serious thought to Ravenclaw.
Really?
Yeah, and here's why. Because they're dark, they're mysterious. I don't know what that means in relation to me, but I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're kind of dark and mysterious. Maybe,
yeah, in a not dark or mysterious kind of way.
You float the line of like flashy and flamboyant and dark and mysterious.
Yeah, thank you.
Right in the middle.
Perfect. That's what I'm going for, babe.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd fucking let the Sorting Hat figure it out.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, true.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would do a prequel with that shit because I thought it would have been dope. Like if there's, sorry to tell you guys over fucking Harry Potter shit, but it's they really could have crushed it with like a Order of the Phoenix movie.
Sure.
Like the parents, like when they were fighting.
Sure.
Tom Riddle the first time.
Yeah. You know what I just saw is coming out, I believe. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a fan trailer. It's the Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah.
It's like a movie related to the Fantastic Beasts series, I believe.
Yeah, dude. I to be honest, like as much of a Harry Potter fan as I am, I did not see any of those.
I watched one of them, not like with any type of real attention to it, but it seemed like they did a decent job with it. I thought Johnny Depp's character seemed pretty eerie and Harry Potter-esque.
I would have fucked with Johnny Depp as Grindelwald.
Yeah.
And then they parted ways over all that scandalous shit.
Which he ended up being kind of exonerated from, right? It wasn't him. It was his Amber Heard or some shit like that.
Well, no, he lost the case over there in the UK.
Did he really?
Oh, he lost that, bro. Yeah, it was like a libel case, so it was like a defamation lawsuit. They were a paper ran a story about him beating Amber Heard, like domestic violence shit, and he sued them for like, I don't even know, like $50 million, and was like, "Oh, you're fucking shitting on my name, whatever."
Right, defamation of character, absolutely.
But there was a lot of shit that came out in the court that didn't look good for anybody on both sides. So it ended up being to where like he parted ways with the franchise, parted ways with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
That sucks, though. I mean, he was the face of it, you know.
I mean, look, dude. Obviously, we can't allow domestic violence at all.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize it was like that. It came out
on
like
either.
That.
Well, it's both sides of the coin, and that's why I'm trying to be clear here. Like, nobody should be putting their hands on each other. You know.
Sure. Absolutely.
And especially a man versus a woman. You know. But at the same time, nobody knows what really happened.
Right.
They just have this shit that came out in the libel case.
Right.
And
once it's out, it can't go back in.
It didn't look good. But there's like a fucking petition to get Amber Heard fucking fired from Aquaman or some dumb shit.
I think she's not in it anymore. Like, I'm dead ass. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I may be saying something that was a hoax, but I feel like that actually happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. It was pretty wild, though. Like, but yeah, your whole career is on the line, man. And when you're in the public eye like that, in the public space, and you're somebody that is of like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
One thing people gotta understand, man, is Johnny Depp is just as involved with like all of that fucking wild Hollywood crazy shit.
Yep.
As anybody. Like,
yeah, the fucking Scientology and all that. Probably.
I don't know about the Scientology, but he was, bro. Like, have you ever heard? You know who River Pheonix was?
Yeah. Yep, Joaquin Phoenix brother.
Right.
Was on Stand By Me.
Do you know how he passed away?
Didn't he kill himself?
No. So check this out, right? So River Pheonix,
overdose?
It was an OD. So check it out. So what happened is he was at the Viper Room, right, which was Johnny Depp's club, in Hollywood.
Okay.
Right. He was supposed to perform. Like I think he was supposed to do something, and he was supposed to perform, and either his manager, assistant, or something like that gave him a drink. And was like, nah, he's like, nah, man, I'm ODing. Like, I don't want anything. I just want to, call an ambulance, whatever. And the dude gave him the drink. He drinks the drink. And like, not even like 30 minutes later. And sorry for anybody out there listening if I fuck up the details.
Right.
But the story remains the same. He goes outside and fucking dies right outside, Jesus bro. Christ. While all of these people, Johnny Depp, fucking Joaquin Phoenix, like everyone was there. So there's a past.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And who knows, man? Who knows what's really going on?
Is that like part of the whole Weinstein shit? You think like the whole like people raping people and fucking.
Well,
because they were all part of the same crew, weren't they? Like Corey Haim and...
Well, no, not necessarily. Like, I don't know when it was, but there's been an established culture in Hollywood. Like, there was almost a pay-to-play system where, like, dudes like Harvey Weinstein would do what was called the casting couch.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, literally make these young women, if they wanted a career, do something sexual for a career, bro. Right. And that's crazy.
Absolutely.
But this was, like, almost an open secret.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you do what you got to do to get into Hollywood.
Yeah. But what I don't understand about things like that is like,
go see Weinstein.
Why did it take so many people to get to that point? You know, why would you? I don't get it. You know, I don't want to question a victim's mind because that's a victim mindset, and you never know what they're going through.
Yeah, true.
But Harvey Weinstein, he was close with everybody, bro.
Yeah.
He was close with fucking Oprah. He was close with, like, George Clooney. Fucking close with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know if they're really tied together.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, on those levels of power, dude, and fame and shit like that, yeah, I got to imagine you've ran into each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff mixed up in there. You know what I mean? Like, I know
there's years and years and years, man. There's stories like Chap's really good at it. Oh my god, wow, the Laurel Canyon, like all the shit that was going on in Laurel Canyon in Hollywood. It was like where all the stars lived, and there was some weirdo ritualistic shit
really
going on up there, bro. Like the CIA had like a safe house up there and shit. Like, yeah. But there's a lot of, the Laurel Canyon, there's what's the book? I just read it like a couple months ago. It was a book specifically about like, the weird scenes in Laurel Canyon.
Really?
And it's about the 60s and 70s, early 70s, I think. 60s and 70s, acid and Laurel Canyon. And it's fucking gnarly.
That's cool.
But it's like Sonny Bono was like friends with Charles Manson, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was like...
all the Beach Boys.
That was the same, same era, right?
Yeah. But there was like... That's what they say. Some of it was that they motivated Charles Manson because he didn't... Like, they shit on him. They shit on his music.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, fuck you. Fucking weirdo.
He just died recently. Like, last 3-4 years, right?
Yeah, they let him out, too, before he died.
No way.
Yeah.
They let him out?
You didn't fucking know that, bro? Google that. He was,
I didn't know they let him out.
You'd be surprised about a lot of people they let out.
I thought he died in prison.
I think it might have been before COVID, but it might not have been. It could have been a compassionate release. But yeah, he was definitely released. Got married and shit. Or might have been married in prison. But
that's what I thought.
I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he did. Who was it? The other one. They just let out the other guy that shot Reagan. Sirhan. What? Dead ass, bro.
This dude shot a president.
I almost. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Like you could look it up in a second. But Sirhan. Yeah, he shot Reagan, and he said that his neighbor's dog
convinced him
to fucking possessed him.
Yep. I remember that.
Told him to shoot the president of the United States. But that's some other Manchurian candidate shit too. It was like there's a whole fucking conspiracy into the MK Ultra and acid, bro. They were like using acid to fucking brainwash these dudes. And to like basically like have you ever seen the movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson?
No.
Stop it.
No.
It's old, bro. It's kind of like these days it's like out of date, but it's a really good movie. It's about him being like a plant. Like this, like Mel Gibson's this plant that is like was brainwashed and was like told to live a normal life. But when have you seen fucking Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
You know who the Winter Soldier is, right?
Yep.
You know how they activate him with certain words?
Yep.
Just like that.
What?
Yeah.
There's a movie that I can't remember the name of it, but a teacher told me about it in high school, and it was, I think it might have been maybe Richard Pryor was in it. I don't know, but it was essentially a guy had a bunch of money and he was doing something illegal, and like literally from the walls they said, look, we already know where you are. It was like the government could just talk to you through the walls, and we didn't even know. It was just like, look, we already know you stole all this money. You have nowhere to run.
Oh, that's
will
weird.
be there. You might as well just sit there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've never seen that.
and I can't remember. I'll find out. I cut his hair, so I'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, it's shit's.
I got How Does Charles Manson Die up here, but
Well, no. Punching. When did he get out of prison? Because that's the meat of it. Like, that motherfucker got out of prison. What's crazy is he didn't commit any of the murders himself. There's a lot of different fucking shit like that. He was like released multiple times by authorities. What do you got?
he was in a hospital.
What do you got?
He had colon cancer. He was in a hospital for months. Gastrointestinal bleeding, causing him to be hospitalized. Within months, it was clear that Manson was in critical condition, suffering from colon cancer. He was nevertheless able to hang on until November of that year. November 15, he was sent, to a hospital in Bakerfield, with all signs pointing to his end being near. Sure enough, Manson died of cardiac arrest and respiratory failure in a hospital on November 19. His demise had been brought on by the cancer that had since spread to other areas of the body. In the end, the question is, how did he die? It was cancer. But
When did he get out of prison?
yeah, that's what we gotta find out. Because I thought it would say it here.
Yeah, that one we'll find out when Sirhan got out. Yeah. No, you know what's wild, dude, is I was watching this documentary the other day on presidential assassins. Excuse me. And did you know that there was two chicks that tried to kill the president? Yeah, I think they tried to kill Gerald Ford, bro. There's only two women in history that tried to assassinate a president.
That's fucking...
One was like a hippie, and then the other one was I forgot her name. But I just had that shit. But either way, if you Google only two, you don't have to, Kenny, but anybody listening, not care enough to Google that shit. So, what you got? Nothing?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna have to fucking download DuckDuckGo.
No, that's what it's on. It's just I'm fucking...
Yeah.
It takes me forever to find shit. Not that.
Go to his Wikipedia.
That's what I'm on right now.
Oh, okay.
Just pulled it up.
Yeah, go to his incarceration. Yeah, I think it's kind of wild, man. Like, but obviously, he's fucking washed up. Like, he ain't got nothing to do but die.
Right. Post-trial events. His initial death sentence was modified to life on February 277. December 13th, 71, Manson was convicted. 80s and the 90s, 2000s to 2017. September 507, Mine and Manson, a complete version of 87 interview at California's San Quentin State Prison. The footage of the unshackled, unapologetic, and unruly Manson had been considered so unbelievable that only 7 minutes of it had originally been broadcast. So 2010, let's see. No.
Is your wire rubbing? There it is.
Sorry, brother.
Nah, it's good. I can just fucking hear it.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't say when he got out of prison? Either way, fuck it. Check out Sirhan. Yeah. Yeah, fuck that.
Right.
Manson only killed a bunch of people. Sirhan tried to kill the president. Because he said he was possessed by his neighbor's dog. It's kind of fucking crazy. Yep.
We're gonna find out about this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, so weird, man. So weird with these guys. They all had ties to, like, the CIA. They all had ties to fucking LSD. They all had ties to all kinds of crazy shit, bro. And it's just so coincidental that these guys are the triggermen.
All right, Sirhan. Born March 1944, is a Palestinian convicted murderer who was found guilty of the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy.
Oh, that's who it was. Yeah, so Robert F. Kennedy. My bad. Excuse me.
Wait, so Sirhan killed Kennedy?
Not JFK.
Oh, okay.
His brother.
Right. That's right. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's my bad. See? That's why we Google shit. Because I think I said he shot Reagan.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I said. So, no, he killed Bobby Kennedy.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was running for president. Like, I think he was at a presidential fucking rally or some shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Convicted murderer who was found guilty of the assassination of Robert Kennedy. Kennedy, United States Senator and brother of John Kennedy, was shot by Sirhan at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles, California on June 5, 1968. He died the following day at Good Samaritan Hospital. Sirhan was born to an Arab Christian family in Jerusalem, where he attended a Lutheran school. 1989, he told David Frost, "My only connection with Robert Kennedy was his sole support of Israel and his deliberate attempt to send those 50 bombers to Israel to obviously do harm to the Palestinians."
Really?
So, yeah.
So who the fuck told him? Who's the one that said that they were possessed by the dog?
Sirhan was convicted of murder. Let's see if that...
Oh, man. I gotta think about it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. But, actually, so, all right, let's talk about this. There's a thing on Netflix called Evil Genius, right?
Okay.
Back in the 90s, I remember actually seeing this shit on the news, and it was like a guy had a collar, a bomb collar, strapped to his neck.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Listen, I heard about this shit, and they told him to go rob the fucking bank or they're going to blow his head up.
Yep, and it is wild.
And that blew his head up, right?
What plays out from that whole situation is such a scandalous, crazy, wild... Bodies in freezers and shit, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a real deal thing, too, right? That was like a real incident that happened.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. Imagine waking up with a bomb strapped to your neck. Like, yeah, go rob this bank and I'm going to blow your fucking head up anyway. Scumbag.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, John Hinckley was the guy that tried to assassinate Reagan.
Oh, okay. So Hinckley.
Yeah, Hinckley.
Clarification.
And let's see here. He, let's see, this crazy ass fucking...
yeah, John Hinckley.
Hinckley's motivation was suffering from erotomania. And his motivation for the attack was born of his obsession with actress Jodie Foster.
Oh, yeah.
Living in Hollywood.
Not one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know. I remember hearing that also. So,
man, now I gotta go into my motherfucking Google and see what the fuck this is, because one of these motherfuckers said that they were possessed by their neighbor's dog.
These people, man, first of all, I don't know what the fuck the kind of motivation these people have to have, like for
what?
For the kind of contempt they hold.
Motherfucker.
Berkowitz?
Yeah, the son of Sam.
Son of Sam, yeah. Sam Berkowitz.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of motivation.
David Berkowitz. My bad. This is why we Google shit.
David Berkowitz.
Yeah,
son of Sam, yeah.
Yeah, he said he was possessed by his neighbor's dog.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. But I know one of them got out. I know so. I'm almost positive it was Sirhan. I don't think they let Berkowitz out. Let me check. I'm going to see.
That's a legit murder. That's not even an attempt.
We had a serial killer around here, right?
Whoa. What do you mean?
My bad. Gary Evans.
Gary Evans.
Never heard of Gary Evans, bro?
Gary Evans.
Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can find...
Like, on the loose still?
No. He actually died, bro. You know the bridge you come to my house, like coming off of 787?
Yep.
It's called the South Troy Bridge.
Yep. 378 there?
Yeah, 378 there. So, like, he was in custody in a sheriff's vehicle.
Yes.
He kicked out the fucking the window. Mm-hmm. And he fucking jumped out. And he jumped out, bro, and went down, like, he tried to jump into the water, but it was, like, low tide or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So he just literally basically jumped to his fucking death, bro.
Crazy.
Shackled. But when they pulled him out of the water, bro, they found a handcuff key in his nose.
What?
Like in his fucking nose,
up in his nasal cavity.
Yeah.
Wild.
Insane. So, yeah, Gary Charles Evans was an American thief and confessed serial killer in and around the Capital District of New York. His penchant for stealing antiques and his multiple escapes from custody, including one that ended in his death, made him headline news in the area on numerous occasions. He died in 98. He's apprehended in 98.
Wow.
So his criminal penalty, he died innocent, though. But he was he was like a cross-dresser and shit, dude. He was actually friends with David Berkowitz in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, serial killer, bro. They're fucking weird.
It's crazy the mentality that these people have, and they end up in the same place and talking to each other and knowing each other. Like,
yeah, or they send kites to each other, man.
Right.
They know how to, they know how to contact each other.
Well, that, and it takes the mind of a madman like that to really know another madman. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's like there's certain prisons, man, where they got like, what was it, Florence, ADX. It's like the United States most secure prison. They got like all the high profile people there, like the Boston Marathon bomber.
Yeah.
Dudes, it's like,
what's that? Johar Sarnayak.
The dude
Sarnayak.
Johar
Sarnayak.
Dude, I'm not even gonna fucking.
Yeah,
you don't even get
the
shit. Yeah, you don't even get the respect to try to even attempt to pronounce his name.
That's fucking garbage.
But there's been some crazy notable names in there. You know?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like the equivalent of being put under the prison.
Yeah, it's like where they don't get any sunlight or nothing like that. They're locked in a box.
Well, I think it's like 23 hours a day. Right. And I think they did a lot to change that. I think they're making like reform, kind of like where they're getting more time, like where it's more fucking humane. Even
like at a level where like a person like the Boston bomber or like the Timothy McVeigh kind of person, because like in other in other states they have the death penalty, obviously, so it's just a state by state thing, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's like a federal crime.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it applies if you have like a federal crime and a state crime.
Right.
I know like you have to do one before you do the other.
Sure.
And they're separate.
I gotcha.
But I don't know how it affects like the death penalty.
Right.
So like if you got the death penalty in the fucking state, but you got a Fed case, like if they might just let the state play it out. Like fuck it.
Yeah, I was thinking vice versa. If the Feds wanted to go for death, but the state didn't allow it. You know what I mean? Like, but it was like somebody that killed thousands of people. Like. You know what I mean?
There's very few states that still carry the death penalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it depends where you're at, man. Like if you're in New York, I'm not sure we carry it anymore. I know California still does. Texas still might.
Yep.
And then I want to say like Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain states that still carry that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Florida maybe.
Yeah, I think they do got the death penalty in Florida.
I've been wrong a lot this episode so far. So I don't know. Don't fucking quote me. Just Google the shit, like Kamala Harris said. Yo, did you hear that shit? No. Yeah, this fucking broad compared that January 6th shit to 9/11 and Pearl Harbor.
Oh,
yeah, she's fucking bananas. All of them. They're all fucking ridiculous. Oh man, fuck me, I forgot. Yeah. Well, that ADX shit is crazy, bro. There's just mad fucking people.
Who still has the death penalty?
Oh, there you go. See? A couple key words here. Clues. When you're stoned the fuck out and can't remember what we're talking about.
Church. No.
Yeah, word. Praise Jesus.
Take him to church.
Shout out to Chap. Praise Jesus.
Chap.
Oh, man.
He speaks through us.
Yeah, he does. But no, I don't know how many states do, but they were, I know they're trying to abolish it in a lot of states.
Which states still have the death penalty? Let's see. All right. 22 states that do not have the death penalty are, right, so, like 28? 22 and 28 is 50. How many people? I just want to, here we go. Which U.S. states have the death penalty? Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri,
Dude, you saying
Montana.
No southern fucking with an accent?
Yep.
Louisiana. All right, go ahead.
Nebraska.
My bad.
Nevada, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania.
Damn, really?
South Carolina, South Dakota.
So wait, these don't have it, right? Or they do?
No, they do.
Okay, keep
all
going.
of them.
My bad.
Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, and Wyoming.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So it's fucking most of them.
It's a lot of them.
I mean, look, man, there's got to be some I don't know. I don't know how
Let's
I feel
put it
on
this way. There are enough of them that they had to categorize them alphabetically.
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, there used to be a lot more too. People got a lot more progressive and didn't want to execute people anymore. Not only that, but there's a lot of issues with how they're doing it. I know they just performed one not too long ago. I fucking can't even remember where it was, but they gave it to a dude, and it took forever to die.
Yeah,
that's like inhumane shit,
yeah.
bro. Like that's like we're gonna fucking
that defeats the purpose of having it be an injection and strapping them down, and
Oh I mean? Yeah, man. Well, not only that,
or
but you
even
gotta
if
do
it's
fucking like vomiting and shit before he fucking dies. Like, no, that shit's
violent.
supposed to be almost like instant.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to like just fade out, go to sleep.
Right. Now, I'm sure for the victim's family, I'm sure they felt some sort of solace. But in the same respect, most people don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, they just want it to be over with.
Yeah, it really depends.
They want to have closure,
man. Yeah, it really depends because when you got... most of these people sit on death row for fucking 15, 20 years before they actually see the day, their last day.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would assume... Who knows? I'm not. It's not up to me to decide how anyone feels.
Sure.
But it's a long time, so hopefully it would just be like hoping to be over. Like
right. And again, whatever way you do.
Yeah. No, look, man. Hey, you take one of mine, and this.
You might have to take me too.
Serve you up,
right?
You
might have to take me too, because
right.
I ain't going down like that.
But in any event, so that's cool. I guess there's still mad states that don't and that do.
There's quite a few,
almost an equal amount.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there's quite a few that don't. But I didn't hear New York on that list. So
I think I'm not sure when they abolished it.
Yeah, 26 years after the kidnapped, rape, and murdered 16-year-old Lisa Renee in 1994. Orlando Hall was executed, and that was the U.S. remains one of a handful of Western nations that still hand down the... Okay, so I don't know why that was... because that was on Thursday, November 19th, 2020.
Oh, really?
Orlando Hall was executed.
Oh, so that's the one... Is that the one that they had like the botched attempt or whatever?
I'm not sure, but...
That's insane, dude. Yeah. But anyway, on a better note.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Yep.
From the death penalty and serial fucking killers and weirdo Hollywood shit.
Yeah. But hey, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, man. Did you see that shit that scientist found that fossilized? They kind of called it like a sea dragon, but...
Yeah. Excuse me. The name of it escapes me, but it was some sort of dinosaur.
Yeah, it lived like 180 million years ago.
And it looks kind of like a beluga whale with a nose, kind of. Only huge, like humongous.
Yeah, 32 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to find the article real quick. Scientists unearthed a 32-foot-long prehistoric sea dragon, fossil in Brit.
Yeah.
So it was 32 feet in length and has a 6-foot skull. Weighing around 1 ton.
Monstrous. Just a skull weighing around a ton.
It lived about 180 million years ago during the Jurassic period when dinosaurs walked on land. And it's the most complete and larger than any dinosaur skeleton ever found here. So it's a mega find, and for many reasons.
Yikes.
Obviously. So yeah, that thing's got to be fucking... Imagine that thing, dude.
Yeah, I also looked at
weighs 1 ton.
that picture, and it is massive. It's... scary, but it's not like a dragon like you would
You want
think,
to find the full article, you can stop in at the Nonsensical Knowledge Facebook page.
That's right.
So, yeah, man, it's a cool discovery. That it's basically like a giant fucking sea dragon, and it's cool because, like, I was talking to somebody about it the other day, and I was like, it's just so crazy how, like, they get these, like, mythical creatures. Mm-hmm. And we were starting to find evidence of some of these creatures.
Yeah, like things that are just
not like
it's
nothing
not
crazy yet. We haven't found fucking Champ or Loch Ness, but like I mean,
the idea of it is very real, though. You know what I mean? Like to think that something like a dinosaur that has a long neck, like or not even a long neck, but just
they say the plesiosaur.
Yeah,
could be a solid candidate for either one of those.
Dude, there are fucking 18-foot long fucking massive alligators or crocodiles or whatever. They're fucking humongous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still living and thriving.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time since they found something like that big. But there's still, bro, there's still ones that are fucking 17, 18, 19, 20 feet. Like,
yeah.
You know.
That's wild. You know what I mean? But if you think about it, if they're that big, you know that there are things in the ocean we haven't found yet. You know there are things in the deepest lakes that we haven't found yet. You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, that's what a lot of the theory is with Champ and Loch Ness. And,
there's got to be cave systems, you know?
Well, that's another thing about the, what is it there, Lake Champlain, is that it's so cavernous that they have a hard time mapping it out. But they did do some research recently. I don't know. I'd have to find some more fucking time on it. But it was like they found something like a giant animal in there,
right?
At the very least. I don't know what it ever turned out to be, but
wow.
Yeah. What I meant is that it's just like these big ass fucking dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah.
That roamed around. If it had a 6-ton skull, or it was 6 foot, right, and weighed 1 ton. And it was 32 feet long. Right. This thing is fucking huge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a monster of a creature. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is we take so many of the things that we see for granted today because we are used to them in cartoon form as children. You know what I mean? We see a gorilla as children. We see a fucking alligator or crocodile as children. We see an iguana or a monitor lizard or what do you call that? A Galapagos fucking... You know, the big ass.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What was it called?
Komodo.
Komodo dragon. Yep.
Like shit like that. We're used to seeing that because we grew up with it, but those are living, breathing monsters. You know what I mean? Those are living, breathing. An ostrich. Think about that. A fucking ostrich, dude. What is that?
Well, that's a fucking... It's a big ass flightless bird that wants to fuck you up.
All times. A kangaroo.
It's go time.
A kangaroo. What the fuck is that?
Would you fight a kangaroo?
Not a fucking chance, dude.
Nah, me neither.
Nah, I'm not. Nah. I'm not squaring up.
Going hands up with a fucking...
I'll square up with a couple things. A few things if I got to do it. I'm not squaring up with a kangaroo.
Not
those
Roo,
bitches
though,
look
right?
angry.
Nah, not Roo. You ain't
no,
fucking
sir.
With Roo. Some of them fucking kangaroos are brolic, though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, huge.
And the thing is, too, they have, like, a claw that can literally just gash you wide open.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude.
And
I watched a video where a guy rescued his dog from a kangaroo.
Yep.
And he, like, fucking jabbed it in the chin, like...
One time. Boop.
Yeah, like, fuck.
And then backed right away. The thing like, flexed on him.
Yeah, hell yeah. That kangaroo is, like, really just, like, debating, bro. Like, should I just fucking set it off on this guy? Or should I just, like... Should I let him and his dog live?
Right. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Downloading.
Like,
there's actually I'm pretty sure it's a fact, but I was reading it on the internet, so please fact check me, anybody, if you feel the need. But I'm pretty sure it's like a fact about kangaroos that they'll sit in the water to get their prey to come into the water, and then they drown them.
Kangaroos?
Yeah.
What do they eat?
A lot of stuff.
Or
even enemies.
I need to know, man. Google that shit.
Yeah, keep it. Keep it going.
Yeah, man, because kangaroos, I didn't think they were carnivores. Like, I didn't know, because I thought they would have ate, like, fucking trees and bushes and certain plants. That's wild. But I don't know, man. Australia's crazy.
Drowning enemies.
Drowning enemies.
Do kangaroos really drown predators?
Yeah, I was going to say, because I've never fucking heard of that. But, I mean, the way they fight, man, who the fuck knows? I wouldn't do it.
This is, let's see.
Dude, stop it. What is it saying?
All right.
Sort of lies it's telling us.
Millions of years of isolation on the continent of extremes has seen Australia evolve some pretty freaky animals. Yeah, we got that. Sex-crazed antechinus snakes capable of delivering enough venom to kill dozens of humans with a single bite. Blah-de-blah.
Fuck is that?
So, here's the part 2 of debunking Australian animal myths. Spoiler, you've probably guessed by now that the quotation marks are there because despite our better instincts, some of these myths turned out to be true. Do dogs prefer facing north to poo? Not my interest here.
What? Yeah, what the fuck does this got to do with kangaroos?
Right. Do kangaroos lure their predators to watery graves? Kangaroos have a reputation for being pretty feisty, especially during the mating season. When the big males are fighting each other, or an unwilling passerby, they can be a pretty intimidating presence. But as grass eaters, surely they have no reason to use violence outside of the competitive nature of mating.
Got your fucking back,
right?
Roo.
It says that with a question mark, right?
What did it say?
It says they don't have any necessity to use violence outside of the competition for mating, right? And then it says, there is, however, a rumor doing rounds that if kangaroos are being chased by predators, they'll lead them in the water and drown them. The verdict? True. But it's a question of intent. There's a very strong instinct. Kangaroos will go to water if they're threatened by a predator. Kangaroo ecologist Graham Coulson from the University of Melbourne. All right. University of Melbourne says, in the case of the big male, they can definitely drown dogs. If the dog swims out to them, they've got strong arms and big claws, and they can drown the dog.
Why didn't you use an Australian accent for all that?
Not quite sure, Mikey. I don't know. I just don't got one. Crikey. I feel like that's like racist to Australians, the word crikey, because it's so...
Steve Irwin said it, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but like...
Fucking come on,
right.
dude.
Steve Irwin said it. I ain't got rights like him. You know what I mean? That dude's... He has royalty in Australia. He walked up to the most venomous creature in Australia and was like, hey, I'm Steve. We're going to be friends.
Yeah.
Shit was like, all right.
Yeah, some of them, man.
And then a goddamn manta ray? Stingray? Yeah, fucking poked him, dude. Just got him right. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just so wild how perfect they got him.
They say that the good die young.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that one was devastating, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was a kid, man.
Crocodile Hunter was my shit.
Yeah, that was hurtful.
Yeah, but nah, man, there's still a ton of shit going on out here, like right presently. You know, fucking. How do you feel about like all these new COVID like the new COVID bullshit, bro? Like now they're breaking it down. CDC saying that you're basically like unvaccinated or what is it? The quarantine time just got lowered.
5 days.
It's
right?
5 days now instead of a 10-day quarantine.
Crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm all for the progression of science and understanding the disease better, but how does it go from so devoutly being a 14-day, 2-week-long incubation period to all of a sudden being a lesser incubation period? You know what I mean? Like,
well,
incubation.
On the face of it, they say that this is just data that's coming now. Like, that they're just understanding now. On the face of it, this is what Fauci and all of them are fucking saying.
Okay.
And basically saying that, now that, who was it? It was Bill Gates came out and said yesterday, I think it was. It might have been even today.
Oh.
But
Billy
Gates, yeah, he fucking
Willie G.
Yeah, total epidemiologist and got his MD, all that other bullshit.
Yeah, definitely.
But he
also in a garage, but that's irrelevant.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fuck, dude. Hey, everybody starts in a garage, But either way, he came out and said that he was after Omicron passes, it'll be like more like the seasonal flu. But what they're trying to do is make, instead of it being like, okay, you're not vaccinated, it's more like, are you up to date on your vaccinations? So like these boosters are going to continue to happen.
Right.
It's not just like, oh, hey, you got a 6-month booster. It's like, no, in another 6 months, you get another one.
Right.
Or you're not vaccinated.
It's crazy.
Isn't it insane, bro?
So essentially, how
about them trying to fucking
new flu or cold was introduced to the world to...
Who knows?
For some reason, yeah.
Who knows why,
for some reason.
But they're trying to censor everybody that's got anything to say.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I'm surprised. That's so crazy that people still don't believe this shit is going on.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm sure a lot of everybody listening to this podcast has probably saw that, like, Joe Rogan's episode with Dr. Robert Malone, I believe it was submitted to the Congressional Record. Did you see that?
No.
So, there was a lot of deplatforming, man. Like, they're like basically flagging shit that is labeled misinformation.
Right. Because it's not information that goes with the guideline.
Right. It's not information that they're willing to, stand by. Exactly. You know, but at the same time, they're taking Joe Rogan's episode and, like, I guess, almost shadow banning it. Not the whole podcast, but, like, this one episode in particular with Robert Malone, because he basically said he was the inventor of these mRNA vaccines. Right. And these aren't vaccines. Let's be 100% clear again. These aren't vaccines. It's basically gene therapy. And so I believe it was a representative in Texas submitted that episode, like the transcripts, to the Congressional Record. So like now, like you can censor shit online, you can do whatever, but it'll live forever in the Congressional Record. Right. So it's like a big move, man. A big move for people to fight censorship. You know.
Yeah. I mean, as much as people or certain people might not like certain music, like that's what a lot of hip hop talked about in the 90s. I feel like was like, you're not going to censor me, music in general, but you're not going to censor my thoughts,
Well, now it's different. Like, there's a lot of politics in hip hop also. Yeah. Like, you're trying to play with these big wigs. You're gonna try to toe the line. Yep. It's like Hollywood's notoriously Democrat. If you wanted to have like a job out there, it's like a career move, bro, to be a fucking Democrat. Yeah. And to stand out of that, it's like you're almost the black sheep. Right. And it's the same thing across the board in hip hop. But yeah, I believe a lot of hip hop did inspire, like, yo, you're not going to censor me. But this is on a different level. These are thoughts and it's media propaganda. Sure. So this guy going on a podcast saying, hey, look, man, these are my scientifically based opinions. You're going to censor them. Right. And not allow it's classic. Yeah, well, what they don't want us to find out for some reason is that I think what they really are trying to inevitably prevent is revolution. You know what I mean? Because people eventually are going to get so fed up on such a high level that there's not going to be anything the government can do to alleviate the stress there, and people are going to do something crazy because that's historically what people do. You know what I mean? Well, the problem is, man, is that they've made it almost impossible for a real revolution. I know. Because not only are motherfuckers a lot softer, but you're talking about where does the military stand? Right. It's a matter of individual person. Well, I'm just saying because like this is like an actual practice, man. Like when they take you from some platoon in, say, here in New York, you're going to a riot or to martial law in Texas. Yeah. Or not Texas, Utah, some shit like that. Right. And it's like, you're not dealing with your family members. You're not dealing with your like society, your people, your community. Right. Sure. So it's like, how do you act on that? Yeah, it's a lot different than trying to fire tear gas at people, Exactly. Yep. So it's one of those things, man, where it's like they have the upper hand there. Sure. And I would hope that if it ever came down to it, that people would make the right decision, however they felt best, and go from there. But history has never shown the government on like a positive note. I'm sure history's shown it on a positive note, especially in the early days. But I think it's more so like the government has been proven to not be on your side. Yeah. A lot of times. Oh, yeah. I'm willing to sacrifice you. willing to say, hey, bro, like, you're expendable. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, they take people's lives away if they don't, if they talk against them. They go by the policy of like lose a few for the greater good of the many, but they don't often do it for that reason. They lose a few not for the greater good of the many, but for the greater good of them. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So a few at a time don't seem like a lot, but when it's people's lives that just become expendable to a government that's so hyper powerful because it's so money motivated.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's power.
It's crazy.
Man. Money, power.
Yeah.
Money, power, respect.
Yeah, well, you know what can give you power and respect too is a fucking fire ass haircut, and you could head right down to Flipper's Barber Shop in downtown Troy and get yourself one of those. Was it 93?
97.
97 Congress Street. Go see your man Johnny. He'll hook you up with that smooth haircut.
Holler. Yeah, man. So it's shit's going fucking crazy out there. So it's really hard to figure out what to believe.
Sure.
In terms of just being a regular person out here.
Mm-hmm.
Get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated.
Yep.
Fucking 13 booster shots. Fucking there's natural immunity. There's a lot of things, man.
There's so many opinions, and the problem with opinions, and it's, the old joke, the old adage is that they're all like assholes. We all have them and they all stink,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
But what happens if, all this shit just turns out to be some fucking nonsense?
Mm-hmm. And
what happens?
We got a lot of material to speak on.
Oh, yeah, no, man. It's fucking...
They do the funky shit. We get material to talk about,
Yeah, dude, to be honest, I didn't even really want to touch on it too much anymore, but
sure.
Like with recent events, it's just like shit's been wild, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With the change, there's complete change of pace. The government don't know what the fuck is going on. If the president basically said, "Yeah, we're gonna put it in the hands of the states. Like the federal government can't fucking help you no more."
Right.
Fucking there's a lot of shit, and
Sure.
just like I said, I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not a fucking Biden fan. I'm not a nobody fan. But Biden promised a lot of shit, just like the last president promised shit, just like the president before him promised shit, and shit that they didn't do. Yep. But what they did do was run up in countries, bomb fucking people. It's insane. Fund wars.
Yep. So you and I were talking about something else too. I figured we could touch on it for a few minutes here. What is it? Where the idea that a planet has been given life or continues to be given life by an asteroid.
Panspermia.
Panspermia, yes. Okay, that's what it is. So panspermia. The idea of panspermia, I really like that idea, and I'm going to say panspermia one or two more times just because, it's
cool
one
word.
Of those words. Yeah, but
weird word to say.
The idea is that either by some divine intervention or by an asteroid, which this has been proven to happen and is currently happening regularly. We get pieces of asteroids that come in from space, and when they hit our atmosphere, some of them break up, they turn to smaller pieces, but the stuff that is able to be found is found with liquid water inside of it, inside of the salt crystals.
They're particles from meteorites.
Yes.
So basically what Kenny's trying to say is that we every day we take in meteorites, thousands and thousands of meteorites. They break up in the Earth's atmosphere, and they carry biological life.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
And there are scientists in the UK right now proving that basically what they do is they send a weather balloon up.
Yep.
Like a capsule, and it goes up to a certain height to where it can't go no more, and then it collects whatever data or particles that it can find at that that altitude, and they fucking analyze it, and they've found microbial life coming from outer space. Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing because now that we have some sort of actual physical proof to go off of, the scientific community can run with an idea once they have, tangible evidence. And a lot of the time they can run without tangible evidence because that's what science is proving.
Well, it's proving it, but, science is more proof than proving. So it's like, if you have, legitimate microbial life, then, you have a conversation.
Yeah, and that's enough to start the research for the proof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what it really is. Because let's be honest, a lot of the things that we're hoping will get found out are things that in our lifetime will probably only start to get approved and be looked at seriously. They won't get found out till well after we're gone, but they may get looked at seriously in our lifetime because of the changes that are being made. You know what I mean? Like some things might get found out. But I feel like personally, a lot of the shit that we want to change may start the process of changing by the time we're out of here. You know what I mean? Because it's a slow-moving process.
Well, we're here for a short period of time.
Right, very short.
Relatively short period of time.
Sure.
And, yeah, man, it takes a lot of time. Like, I wish the government would, release the AIDS cure and the cure for cancer. But,
right? Jesus
but
Christ.
like, I mean, it takes time.
Progression of society takes a lot of time.
It takes time. But yeah, I mean, shit, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know if you noticed or not, but this society has progressed quite a bit. So check this out.
Tremendously. I agree.
Like, I'm pretty sure, I'm an avid believer that history is a lot older than we think it is.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but they tell us we went from fucking 1,000 years ago, we were fucking cavemen.
Yeah, right.
And then, what was it? We went from being like fire to being on the moon.
Highly
in
advanced
less than
civilization.
like 100 years. Yeah, right.
Interplanetary travel, first, and then we had extra. We have traveled to another planet now. We've gone to Mars and several times.
Well, we
landed.
haven't sent people there.
No, but we have the capability now. We're sending people into space.
Oh, well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we have the capability in theory to be able to do that versus like where
in theory,
1,000 years ago.
In theory and capability are two different things.
Yeah, absolutely. But for example, we just recently sent fucking Michael Strahan into space.
All right, so that's all right.
It's the stratosphere. It's not space. You know what I mean?
But this is why we have to be clear though, because it gives you the vibe. These motherfuckers, Jeff Bezos,
right?
Who's the other big one? Obviously, Strahan.
Musk.
I don't know. Did Musk go?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the fucking Virgin Mobile guy, Richard Branson.
That's who went. Musk didn't go.
Shatner. No, I think Musk did go, man.
I don't think he did, bro. Google it.
All
because I'm pretty sure it was the Virgin Mobile guy. You were right about him.
Richard
and then
Branson.
Bezos. Yeah, Richard Branson, Bezos. And then like Strahan was going out on Bezos shit, right?
Yeah.
Blue Origin or some dumb shit.
Origin. Yep.
But either way, they're not going to fucking space, bro.
No.
They're not even leaving the atmosphere. They're going up to a certain point to where there's like zero gravity. And then, I don't even know. You'd have to Google even how far they go up, bro. Because as far as I know, it ain't that fucking far up. Like, you ain't in space, flying around in space. And Chap would tell us that that's the fucking flat earth. Can't leave. Dome. It's a dome that's over the flat earth.
Yeah, so no, he hasn't. You're right. He has not been in space.
Yeah, Musk didn't go.
Yeah, he greeted all the people that came back on his first flight.
Yeah,
he stood there and waited for him.
Yeah, Branson and the other guy, Bezos, went. But that's why I just want to be clear, because it's like, yeah, we have a certain technique. All right, so like the best way I can put it into perspective is just like we went to the moon in what, 69?
Yeah, 60s. Yeah, yep.
I think it was 69. I could be wrong. It was in the 60s.
Space race, 67, 68, 69, something like that.
But since then, bro, we haven't been back.
I know. Isn't that odd?
It's super odd. And there's like, okay, you would think that there would be some like established, like, all right, I guess funding is an issue, but same time, like you would think you would have like active research.
There's got to be a reason why. There's got to be.
Well, yeah, it's either we were never there or when we got there, there was something already there.
Right.
There's
no way.
There's a theory. There's the Nazis had a base on the moon, fucking, and that we repatriated it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of theories up there.
There's a whole war zone up there that's
just... There's hollow moon, like this shit's fake. There's a whole bunch of theories.
Jeez. My whole theory is that, they staged the whole video or whatever, but whether we've actually been to the moon or not, Neil Armstrong says he's been in the moon. You know what I mean?
Bro, but you ever see some of these videos where they run up on him and press him?
Yeah, he gets tight.
Bro, he punched somebody
Buzz
out.
Aldrin too.
Yeah, one of them punched somebody out,
Yeah.
a journalist out, because he wouldn't put his hand
I
on
think
a
it was
Bible.
Buzz Aldrin.
The dude wouldn't. One of them wouldn't put their hand on a Bible and say, and swear to God that
He
they were
walked
on the moon.
Yeah. I remember that. I saw that too. That shit was wild.
How wild is that shit? Isn't that crazy, bro? But I mean,
why would you ask me that or something?
Well,
like
yeah,
that? I've been there. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them won't even talk to him.
Yeah.
And that's probably your best bet because you're obviously, if you weren't there, then,
anything you say is just gonna fuck you.
Yeah. Them journalists look for anything, but he was like a real provoking dude. Like he would run up on them and embarrass them and
tried to be slick,
shit like that.
He tried to pull the slick one.
So, but either way, I don't know. If you guys do you think the fucking moon landing was fake, then definitely let us know in the comments.
Was the moon landing fake, bro? That is a good question.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, so transpermia, right?
What?
Transpermia.
What did you just say to me? Transpermia?
Transpermia.
Panspermia? Peter Pan.
Panspermia?
Panspermia.
Panspermia. My bad, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just knew it was something spermia.
Panspermia.
Panspermia.
So yeah, but anyways, there's a good theory that life was brought here from outer space, and that's why we're all stardust, man. Like, that supports the theory that we, had something come here and it contained the ingredients to start biological life. And if that you support evolution, I guess.
Yep.
That's how it would go. It would take X amount of years or however many generations, and you would eventually have the fish walking out of the fucking water.
Right.
And
I mean, we're finding so many animals in the deep sea and even animals on land that have bioluminescence that we didn't know.
Oh, man.
Like squirrels. Squirrels, for example, have a bioluminescence if you shine a certain color light.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they glow like bright red and have
shit.
Certain distinct patterns. It's wild.
Is this a certain kind of squirrel, do you know?
Just in like Wyoming or Wisconsin, like just in the backwoods, like if you shine a certain, like a purple light, they shine certain birds, certain squirrels, they have their own bioluminescence that we can't see without certain light that other predators and birds can see.
Yeah, I just saw, I think I posted it the other day. There's a certain kind of shrimp that can see like fucking. We can only see in a certain amount of spectrums.
Yeah.
And that thing can see like in like
700 colors.
Yeah, it was like a lot of different spectrums, bro. So imagine that. Imagine what we don't see.
Right. I mean, just it's what our fragile minds are capable of comprehending. Really,
Yeah, man.
And that's why when you push those limits, sometimes.
But not only that, but you got to understand too is that. What our eyes are picking up and our brain is interpreting are signals.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, we vibrate at a certain frequency.
Yep.
So, like, your interpretation of me may not be the same as someone else's. It's the craziest shit ever.
Yeah, like the way I see you is only the way I see you. Nobody else sees you the way I see you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But...
unique.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So
perspective, perception, you know what I mean? All that stuff.
Not only that, but when you look at it too, is like, how do you know, like, especially because with DMT as a prime example, is like 3 puffs away and there's another dimension.
Literally.
So who's to say that this shit is going on 1,000% of the time right next to us? And we just can't tap into it right this second because we're not accessing it.
Yeah.
Like we're not vibrating at a certain frequency. We're not.
Well, again, I think the more we break away from that caveman style of living, like the hunter-gatherer style of living, we become disconnected from the mother. You know what I mean? From the planet. So it's like we as the people, if we actually did come from here, we're becoming less and less connected to the planet. So, like, in order to see and feel those kind of vibrations and think about the way a blind man can see things. Echolocation. They can hear vibrations and feel the things that we can't feel. They know your you're smiling without being able to see you smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have heightened senses and shit.
But some of them have other senses. You know what I mean? Like senses that don't exist. Like to have echolocation, that's not a sense that we have, but like other animals have that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, man. It's tough because, you know, there's certain things that like get you out of this reality. Meditation.
Yep.
Certain forms of tantric yoga, certain mind-altering drugs. And there's something different going on, and we can't perceive it until we're there.
Yep. You almost can't perceive it when you are there. It's just it's forced into your vision. You know what I mean? Like to where you can actually see it, even though you can't comprehend it.
Oh, you definitely can't comprehend it.
It's intriguing.
It's definitely intriguing, and like you said, with you know the fucking just seeing different spectrums. That's what it goes back to my point of just imagine what we're not seeing. You know,
right?
Especially like when people pass away, paranormal shit, ghosts, energies. Stuff like that. How do we know that that's not going on still all of the time? Like it's just shit we cannot perceive.
Sure.
In this form.
Yeah. There like you were talking about, there are a lot of aids to help in perceiving those things, you know. Be it yoga or tantric meditation or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Like we
gotta try that shit.
Right? I mean, there's too much. Excuse me. There's too much. I
want to try yoga for sure.
There's too much evidence supporting.
Tantric yoga,
right. There's too much evidence supporting these different, like, Eastern philosophies of thinking and stuff like that just don't go along with, you know, with the way that they want us to just fall in the line and think, you know.
Well, no, there's throughout time, all the cultures, most of the, I hate to say it, man, but religion really put a fucking damper on things because it suppressed people from thinking for themselves. Right. It gave you this backdrop of somebody watching over you and saying, "Hey, you don't do that." Right. You know, and obviously everybody should live morally responsibly. Sure. But at the same time, it's like, hey. The threat of that changes everything. Right. So, but most of them back then were just, you know, trying to worship what fucking gave them shit. Yeah. Seriously, like the sun gives you light, the fucking warmth. Yeah, it was about necessity. Grows your crops. Yep. You know, the rain god, the moon god, the sun god. Yeah, even Native Americans, I mean, they, you know, we live on their land, but they don't live on the same land that we do, even though we all walk the same on the same grass. Like they see it differently. You know what I mean? Like they. Oh, dude, yeah. I fucking couldn't. I'd fucking give an arm to fucking tap into fucking anything that they're tapping into. Right, because it's so much different of a lifestyle. Fucking peyote, you know? Bro. Like I mean, even naturally, they get to a point where they're so in tune, they don't even need the peyote. But you know again, what I mean? Like, but it's almost like a tantric thing. So exactly. It's like they're or a mantra. Excuse me, mantra. Yeah. Because they're doing these sounds and these vibrations and these like throat singing and all that. Yeah, these songs, and they're in the zone. Mm-hmm. They're all focused on one thing. It's methodical. Yeah. And it's been proven, bro, like with meditation and prayer. They had like prayer's like such a weird thing too, man, because it's like, sure, you could call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever you want, call it good energy, who knows. But prayer has been proven to do some fucking wild shit. People with cancer that just fucking, I don't know if it was like placebo effect, that like they just told themselves like, no, it's just they believed so hard that it was gonna work. that it just worked. Yeah, but that it just worked. 33% though, I mean, is placebo effect, you know? 1/3. You definitely gotta believe it, bro. You gotta believe you want it and you're gonna survive and shit like that. But there's times where it's just like and I'm not talking about that bullshit faith healer shit. You know. Yeah, no, But there's cases of it, and but who knows? Like the mantras, the fucking, you just tapping into a certain energy, a certain dimension, man. That's healing. They do that shit down in the Amazon too. It's like they're healing. They do certain ayahuasca trips that are just, it's not for
beetle nut, all that shit.
Yeah. It's not for like fucking just like huge long trips. It's like, no, this is a healing night.
Yeah, exactly. It's a rite of passage in most cases.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man.
Scarification, all types of stuff.
It's fucking crazy with the dimension shit. We'll get into that another episode.
Excuse me.
We'll talk about multidimensionals, the multiverse, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some fun stuff too. Hell yeah. Shit. But yeah, man, fucking I think how much time we got there? An hour and 23.
Yeah.
That's not bad, dude.
Not bad.
No, it's so far, man. It was a good episode.
I agree. I think we're getting a lot done. Guys, we want to definitely send a big shout out to you for being listeners. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. Any support has been great. We definitely appreciate everyone on the Facebook page. Appreciate everyone on the Instagram page. And please follow, like, subscribe.
That like button,
fucking
silly.
Please. You know what I mean? Fucking, and then drop a comment. If there's shit in here. Obviously, I fucked up a bunch of shit in the beginning, which is...
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to interact with you, talk to you.
Yeah.
Let's hear your thoughts, your ideas.
Drop a comment, man. And what, like, if there's guys got ideas on shit you want us to talk about, episode ideas, definitely drop it in the comments and we'll fucking pick it up and see.
2022 is our year, guys. We're making it happen.
Trying to crush it, man. We're definitely gonna try to crush it, get episodes out this year, be as consistent as possible, and just fucking keep doing content, man. We're gonna be going to like some super cool spots, like haunted fucking places, dude. Shit like Serpent Mound in Ohio. We're gonna go back out to Stonehenge and do another feature out there. We're gonna do a lot of fucking cool things, man.
Very good guests this year coming up.
Definitely check out fucking Flipper's Barbershop.
Yes.
Fucking 97 Congress Street.
Go get that shave, that haircut,
all
that
of it.
shoe shine, all of it.
Get the gentleman. What is the king's cut?
The royal cut or the king? Yeah, the king's
treatment.
The king's treatment. He will hook you up. He's got very capable and able barbers there for you.
Hook that shit up.
Take care of you. 97 Congress Street, Flippers.
Troy, New York. Make sure you make a call and make an appointment.
Yes, reservations are appreciated.
But thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Nonsensical Knowledge Podcast. We appreciate you guys, and we look forward to pumping out some shit. Definitely keep a lookout for the Facebook pages. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Nonsensical Knowledge Podcast. Peace.